going on, y'all, out there? Hey, listen, YouTubers, whoever you are, you might be seeing this on Facebook. I'm not sure where you're seeing it, but I want to say to you, welcome to my page. I got this really cool video. I really want to take some time and do this review. But I want to say thank you for everybody who has been liking and sharing, coming to the Passion for Profits TV channel. Right now, I'm putting this on my other channel just so I can start, bringing some people to this channel. But this is my first time doing an actual review. And so I thought, why not do something that makes the biggest difference? I've been reading this book, right? It's called The Monopoly System. It's the Monopoly System. It talks about having the mindset. So as I was looking through that, I also started thinking about what are the mindset things that are related to Think and Grow Rich, right? This is stuff by Napoleon Hill. And maybe you've heard this before, but I want to say, man, I got this information right here that is on fire. Have you guys met this guy, Wesley Virgin? Have you heard the name Wesley $1 million Virgin or $1 billion Virgin? And he's like, let's go, right? So this is amazing what has happened. I was looking through some information and I went through a few things and I was looking at Zig Ziglar, I was looking at, other people, and what came up was this guy, Wesley, right? Now I'm looking at my mindset because I'm thinking about ways that I can meditate. Through COVID-19, I started working from home, and a lot of you are working from home, and I started thinking about other ways that I could make money, and I said, I need to, maybe start trying to see something on this internet, right? And so I came across this guy, Wesley Virgin. Now, when I came across him, he was kind of belligerent to me. I mean, his voice was he was yelling and cursing and calling himself a Christian, and it was kind of getting on my nerves. But this one particular time it came through, and you know how somebody, they do the Facebook pixel or whatever, and it comes through, right? Well, it came through again one day that I was really ready to hear something that he had to say. So I watched the entire video. I said, okay, I'm going to watch this video. And it was a little bit, it stepped on my toes a bit, right? It stepped on my toes. If you're anything like me, when something steps on your toes, you got to kind of take a step back and go, wait a minute, what was that? Who was that, right? And he made this statement about money. And he said, have you ever been in a situation in your life where they told you money is the root of all evil? No. Yes. What? Money is the root of all evil. It's not love. It's not money is. It's the love of money, right? They say the love of money where people are willing to die for it. They're willing to kill for it. And so there's so much they want from it. Because in this world, profit, you got to have money, right? So anyway, I started listening to this, and then this Overnight Millionaire mind hack came up. And I said, well, let me check that out, right? So I decided to purchase it. Now, of course, it was already decided by the universe and God because I had already been praying for an answer. And I want you to know that when you're praying for an answer, you should be expecting the answer to come. And it came in the form of this Wesley Virgin dude, right? Now, of course, he's probably not somebody that I would have been best friends with because of the way that he came across. But the more I started paying attention to him and listening to him, I realized he could be my best friend. And here's what I mean by that. Because he has a heart to give. He has a heart to make a difference. He has a decision that he had made that he's going to help other people now that he has reached, millionaire status. Now, of course, he's on his way to billionaire status. So what exactly is it? Who is this guy? Is he real or is this reality TV? Am I getting punked? Right? So I had to look at this and I found out that he was featured in a lot of different magazines, different articles, Yahoo, this and that, reviews and things of this nature. And I know you can create a lot of stuff on your own on the internet. But what I did see was that he was identified as Forbes magazine, and that's not bad. And then of course USA Today and NSNBC, and they had done some stuff. And then I came across this idea that mentality of success. Now, in that's about psychology, the psychology of believing, the psychology of understanding who you are and things like that. The idea of the law of attraction and the things that you probably saw in The Secret or whatever. But here's what happened. Then I came across some of the social stuff, the Facebook page, and I started looking through and scrolling through and seeing what people were saying because he had this really cool page about the mindset inside there. And then I saw, okay, IG, right? Instagram. So I wanted to see what kind of Instagram followers does he have. And currently he has 1.2 million followers. You don't just get that overnight, right? But you get that because you're making an impact. You're influencing others. So I want to say, listen, as far as I'm concerned right now, he's a pretty real dude, right? And yeah, he's flashy, he got a lot of cars, but the thing is, it's his money. He can do whatever he wants to do with it. When you get your money, of course, you can do what you want to do. But I wanted to say, here's the things that I found out. So as I was checking this program out, within the program, embedded in the program, was this idea that you could make $500 a day. I said, wait a minute, I could do part-time right now before I even finish this whole thing. I could start making some money. That's the question I asked myself. And inside that, I found that I can actually start using this program to learn more about some of his other programs. And I discovered his intern. Yes, Wesley Virgin has an intern. Her name is Ariella Iorio. Now, she is currently a millionaire. Now, how did she get there? By following the mind hacks that he taught in the in the Overnight Millionaire program. And then she worked for him for 2 years. She says for free. Of course, she got to probably travel and hang out with him because it looks like they might have been a little close. But what happens now is she's now doing her own program, and that program was identified within the Overnight Millionaire program called the Done For You Services with Ariella Arioli. Now, I'm not going to say her last name because I didn't screw it up, and I heard people saying Ariolas, Iolia, Irelio, Ariel, all kind of stuff. Ariella, I'm going to say that, all right? So here's the thing. Real or reality TV. Two cool programs that have a lot to offer. So what did I find out about the Overnight Millionaire? First of all, it's very cost effective. Most of us spend, a couple $100 just, eating out. I know like today, yesterday, and the other day, just going to a general place, spend $20, $30, right? $15 to $20. So when you figure that out over the course of time in a month, you probably spend a couple $100 just doing that kind of stuff. So I looked at that and it was cost effective. I can get started. And what happened at that day, he was actually offering it at a discount. All right. Back office, phenomenal back office, real simple, not a long program, but it had all this information and it's video based. Video based made it easy for me to digest the little bit of information that I saw. It was really cool. Nice interface, information from him, a welcome. You got a really good welcome in email that actually has all your information there. Actually had a drop down menu that you can click on, and right inside your email you can get into your program. So if you ever kind of like just on your phone and you have it set up, he had it set up where it could be on your phone, your laptop, a desktop, that kind of thing. Very accessible. So cost effective. The back office was easy to navigate. Little, click here, drop down menu, follow the information. And it was based on listen to this, go do that. Listen to this, go do that. One of the things that I'm currently in is actually this whole mindset hack of clearing my mind, not watching any TV, not going through, scrolling through YouTube, not scrolling through Facebook. Now, of course, I'm a public figure as well, so I'm on Facebook because I have a class, I teach, and I'm training, and I'm doing all that stuff. And right now I'm involved with the Black Lives Matter movement, so there's been some stuff like that going on in my community, helping people understand the difference of, some of the things that people say and do about that. But anyway, what I have been doing is learning more as I go and navigating. So he has this information set there. It's well put together, right? So you can learn it and then go practice what he says. And he actually tells you, put the pen down and go do it. Sounds like, Tony Robbins back in the day, right? And I haven't seen anything from him recently. I'm sure he's doing some stuff because him and Dean Graziosi, I think they just made like millions and millions of dollars on the program. But what it is, it's the same thing you hear from Jim Rohn, the things you hear from Les Brown, the things you hear from, people like what's the gentleman that's current? Oh, Eric Thomas, right? These are people who are in the game talking to you about how you think and how you need to change and show up every day. So it's easy to follow. He even had a bot that if you get lost, you can go to the bot will tell you how to get into your account, sends you it asks you for your email that you started up with, gives you your access, and then you log in, and as long as you remember your password, you're good to go. So very easy, well put together. And then it flows from day to day. It gives you an assignment, it gives you information, and you don't have to do everything at once. As a matter of fact, he even tells you, watch this video over and over and over and over. He also sends you to his YouTube channel, because I did that too. I went and looked at his YouTube channel to see all these other things that he was doing. And one of them was just the idea of, listening to yourself, getting quiet enough to hear the negativity that's on the inside of you, and you have to work on changing that. Okay, and then there was a number of things that were upsells. Now, I will say that kind of got on my nerve a little bit. It was like an upsell for this, upsell for that, upsell for this, upsell for that, upsell. And I'm like, dang, bruh, how many upsells are you going to put out there? But I understand that he made a statement earlier that everything he does on the internet is to make a profit. Everything he does when he makes a post, he's thinking profit. When he does an answer, he's thinking profit. When he gets people together in a mastermind group, he's thinking profit. When he writes a basic post, even about his children, it's about a profit. So I have no doubt he's going to be the billionaire, because he has made the capstone of his engagement profits. And I believe it was Jim Rohn that says profits are better than wages, right? Profits come from different sources. And when you have different products out there, you have different sources. Now, this is an affiliate marketing program. This is an affiliate program, which means that you can actually sell this program too, right? So that's one reason why I'm doing this review too, because I'm like, hey, this is pretty good. I need to do a review. I'm following some homework, some assignment information, but I wanted to put something out there as well and see how it works. So again, bonuses that deliver, and this is one of them. This bonus, he told you exactly what to do, how to set it up, where to find the information, and none of that was extra. And I could tell you, I have had my share of buying things online that did not even come close, didn't deliver anything. If you don't do this, then you have to buy this next thing to go to make this thing work, and you got to get this thing to make this thing to work. You know what? YouTube was free. And creating this took a few, minutes for me to put this together. But overall, it didn't cost me anything but a little bit of my time. And now I'm going to upload this thing to YouTube, and then, of course, send the link out a few places. And goodness knows what's going to happen after that. All I know is that I'll have my affiliate program there. You'll be able to click on the link, go get you a copy, get involved with this Overnight Millionaire success. And as far as I'm concerned, it's real and not reality TV. Now, within that was this other thing called the Done For You services that Miss Ariella does. Now, this was phenomenal. Now, I will say, Ariella's picture didn't seem to match her as she's doing this presentation. I was like, am I too far away? Is the mic too far? Is the video camera too far? Because when you go to her IG page, let me tell you, this lady can take some pretty nice pictures. And she's pretty sexy, of course. So that's a delivery thing, right? For some people, they look at that and they get attracted and they go, "Ooh, what is that?" And then they look and find out, oh, it's more than just a pretty face. There's some real serious information there. And so she gives you great information, easy to get started. She tells you exactly how she got started, what she was doing, why she decided to do this. It's so often people will either lose their job or they'll be working their 9 to 5 and they realize, if I continue to just keep doing the same thing that I'm always doing, I'm just going to get what I've always gotten. And of course, that's me too. You know what I mean? Because I have a fairly good job, but it does not take care of what I believe I want to do. It doesn't give me the lifestyle. See, money gives you lifestyle, guys. And this is, ladies, whoever's watching this, money gives you lifestyle. You can access certain things first class. Wouldn't you like to just be able to walk and talk in a first class manner? I was just VIP at an event for celebrity cruises. Now, it was beautiful. I was at Maestro's, if you want to call it Maestro's, down in DC. And in that restaurant, just enjoying myself, hanging out, talking about going to the Galapagos Islands. Now, I don't know nothing about Galapagos Islands, but what I do know is very important people and how I felt walking in and being in that space versus where everybody else was. So it gives you that VIP. By getting this information from her, she's sharing with you how easy it is for you to get started. And here's the thing: no technology, no background, no internet information. You just say, you know what? Hey, I want to get started and I want y'all to do everything for me. Now, I know about that because I help people publish books. I help people do self-publishing. And you can go to my website, DwayneRoss.com. It's right there. But when they do that, what happens is I help them. I have a you do it yourself model. I have a do with you model. And then I have a do it yourself model. Done for you model. And this done for you, I understand, it's full service, right? You don't have to worry about backlinks. You don't have to worry about landing pages. You don't have to worry about promotion information. You don't have to worry about the website. You don't have to worry about all these little things. Pixel, right? The pixel that got me. Because, I know that pixel was in there from Facebook or somewhere, and they kept bringing me Wesley information. Yeah, Wesley information. I'm like, I guess if I see it 27 times, I'll probably click on it, right? Okay, validated with Wesley up front. Right at the beginning of the video, she talks about her relationship with Wesley and how he interned her and showed her how to do the ropes and how she was able to follow this process for the done for you services to be birthed. Right? This other thing, believability and her spirit, and she was very simple in her approach. She didn't try to be all fancy dancy. She did try to do a couple of Wesley moves, let's go and stuff like that to kind of get excited and get people going. And she kind of points her finger at you a couple of times, and you got to listen to that because she's just again she's a student of the student, right? She's a student of this person, and that personality always shines through. Once you really get with that person and you understand, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to let the blueprint be laid out and you just follow the steps. Awesome, right? The other thing, she gives you the info up front. She doesn't hold it back. What I hate is when you take and go to a webinar or you go into information and it takes forever for them to get to the point. They telling you their life story and how they was living homeless and how they was under a brick, under a rock. Now, she was like, listen, I did this, and then here's the things that I got. She said she spent money on stuff. She didn't even know what she was spending money on because at the time, moment she had no money, and next thing she know, she's bringing in all this cash flow. And see, cash flow is king, right? Not just cash, but cash flow. Right? Think about the Monopoly game, right? You're going around, but you're not getting any money. What will happen? Everybody else is making money building houses and building stuff. Sooner or later, you're going to be broke because you're going to land on somebody's stuff and boom, you don't have no way to do that. So anyway, gives all of the information up front, which was great. All right. So you learn about all of the things that it takes to get these things set up. And then she says, okay, you can do it yourself or you could be like these people. And then there's a host of testimonials from people who have made the decision to do what I did, which is to go for the program, right? I got both programs now. So the fact is, I was able to access this information to now know about both programs and decide how I was going to decide to even put both of them into the earth and have them out there working for me while I'm doing other things, right? And that affiliate marketing is so cool because you get to market somebody else's program. All you got to do is get the link out there. And if you promote that link and people go on that link and they like what they see and they purchase, boom, you make money, they make money. It's a shared expense, shared revenue. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, shared revenue. And then so the testimonials are there. And then she had this excellent wrap up. You know, a lot of times when they're wrapping up, it's like, will you get to the point, please? Could you get to the point, please? Could you please get to the point? She's taking her time. She gets to the wrap up. She's like, hey, she's telling you this, she's telling you that. Then, of course, you're watching all these testimonials or whatever. But at the end of it, you log out, right? And then all of a sudden you get a text message or a message and says, hey, we saw that you was participating. We thank you for showing up. Is there any other questions that you might have? Right? And I thought that was cool. So that follow-up sequence, it's that one more time where they're talking to you and saying to you, hey, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So put yourself on the business side, not the buyer side, but on the business side. If you put this out here in the universe and 10 people decide to participate this week, and those 10 people decide to buy all the way through, and they become, affiliates, all right? And they buy the program, guess what? You're making money, right? Wouldn't it be cool that this person is on the fence, wavering, trying to figure it out, gets one more message from you? Well, not only did they send me a message, they sent me a text message. So I said, a lot of times they send you these messages, it's automated, and nobody responds you back. So I said, well, let me respond back and just see if it just goes to some ghost town or whatever. Well, guess what? Somebody sent back and said, hey, Dwayne, let me answer that for you. And then they answered two questions, and then sent me another email to give me more information. And I thought that was pretty powerful because it wasn't like a robot answering me. It was a person answering me. Now, I don't know what person. Hopefully it was who it was. But Ariel even said welcome, right? That was probably a robot. But everything else after that was pretty cool, right? They answered and followed up on all my questions, and then they added more value. They said, okay, we understand that you're not ready to go right now, and I was trying to waver on whether I was going to pull the trigger or not, or I was going to go for it or not, or whatever. And go ahead and buy, right? And they offered this 90% commission. I was like, wait a minute. You mean that if I get this from you and then I put this together, or I actually don't put it together, you put it together for me, all I do is tell people about it, I could walk away with 90% of the commission. So if it was $1, I can walk away with 90 cents and you only keep a dime. And then I thought, so if it's $900, how does that work? If it's $1,000, how does that work? So $1,000, I would walk away with 9 and you would only keep 100. I said, wait a minute, the math on that is kind of interesting, but 90 to 92% commission rate. I said, who's doing that on the internet and giving you access to a business in a box, letting you go ahead and open up shop right from a business that you don't even have to do anything but let them put everything together for you. All right, so does this make sense? I hope it's making sense to you. Anyway, more value after that. So here's the things, man. 100% real as far as I'm concerned. 100% real, right? Okay, so you might ask yourself the question, should I invest in the Overnight Millionaire? Should I invest in the Done For You services? I'm telling you, you should do both. I'm telling you that Overnight Millionaire is going to continually work for you because you're getting your mindset right. You're getting set up. You're making sure that you show up the way that you believe it, the way that you thought about it. And some of you have had that knocked out of you by the situations in life, by the job. Some of you lost your job and you're trying to figure out, how in the heck am I going to make these bills work? Some of you have no significant other because maybe you went through a divorce like I did, and it changes your perspective on things because you got two incomes coming in the house. Everybody's kind of chipping together to do the bills, etc. And then boom, it's just you. And now you got to figure out, how am I going to do this on my own, right? And I got a surprise. I didn't even know that, I was going to be getting a divorce. I came home and it was like, hey, I'm not happy and blah 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 blah. Next thing I know, this happened. But I will say I'm doing better now, but at the time it was crazy, right? So, who are these people? They're 100% real. Should you invest in? I believe you should. Overnight Millionaire, definitely. Done for you services, definitely. Figure out which one works for your budget and make the decision. But I will say, if again, for me, Overnight Millionaire was first. Done for you services second. Why? First of all, I wouldn't have never knew about done for you services if I didn't do the Overnight Millionaire, right? And somebody asked the question, you can't be a millionaire overnight. Now, don't be silly. No, you cannot. I mean, not unless somebody inherits the money or you win the lottery or something like that, right? Or you come up with some great idea and you sell it tomorrow. But the reality is, overnight, what you're doing overnight is you're changing your mindset. Overnight, you're hacking the way that you used to think. Overnight, you're getting rid of those limiting beliefs. Overnight, you're changing your conversation. Overnight, night after night after night after night. Like tonight when I go to bed, I'm doing my 20-minute my 20-minute meditation. I do my morning 20-minute meditation. I felt so empowered and so energized when I wake up, or when I was awakened this morning. When I woke up this morning and I knew I was going to be taking half of the day off and all this kind of stuff, I was just energized. But I was thinking about my dream before I went to bed, and I was thinking about my dream when I woke up. And it's starting to happen. The things that he said when I started the program is now showing up. And of course, this is time and time and time and time having to pass. But over the course of these days and weeks, it's changing. All right. So what do? They deliver on what is promised. I thought that was pretty cool. They promise you, hey, they're not going to spend a lot of time on the webinar. They're going to get to the point. The information is going to be simple. It's going to be, hey, here's a decision to make. Yes or no. What do? You're in, you're out. What's up? Right? None of this dragging, junk around all day trying to get you to make a decision. They're not battling. You're dumb if you don't do this and blah, blah, blah. None of that. Right? Support is close by. They have a support system on both programs where you can just get support, connect real quick. Wesley gives you hacks that you can start right in that moment. If you decide today you want things to change, you can start those hacks today. You don't have to sit around and wait for them. All right. Ariella gives you the insights. She tells you exactly what the program is about, how much it would cost if you did it all by yourself, how much time it might take for you to do it all yourself. And then, bam, you get a chance to let them do it for you, right? The investment is doable. You can actually afford it. If you think about what you spend money on a regular basis and you look at the cost, very cost effective. I don't want to entice you with a price, so I'm not going to tell you, but go check it out and you be the judge. All right. He shows you how to duplicate success by showing you, here's my student. Here's this person that was an intern. She followed all the steps and now look at where she's at. Right. And then he gives you other people that are in his group that you can meet in the Facebook group that have done the same things. They've been successfully following the patterns. And I plan to be one of those people in the Facebook group sharing my success as I move down the ladder, right? As I move down the road in reference to this information. And then of course, easy to follow courses. The courses are there, set in modular STEM. You just do one, follow it, do the action steps, take the actions, watch them over and over, get them in your heart, get them in your mind, get them into your soul. So you're, living out what you believe about this information. And then of course, the Facebook group is real. If you did nothing else, not even make a dime, you can go into the Facebook group and talk to those people and say, hey, what are you doing? How are you using this? And they will tell you, right? And then you'll see some posts and you're like, wow. And some videos, and you're like, wow. And when you do that, you're building your own personal community. You're expanding as a human being. You're expanding as an individual. It's there to help you. And then the last part of that is the IG is real. When you go on those IG pages, you go on his page, her page, check it out. It is phenomenal. It's there. It's set up for you. And all you got to do is follow through. So my answer was, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. Hope I wasn't talking too much. Subscribe if you like this video. Like it, of course. We love that. Comments. Definitely make a comment. Let me know. And then, of course, post and share.